Hello everyone. In this Power Automate session, we will see another control action, that is do until action. We will learn what is do until action and how we can use this in our flow. In Power Automate, the do until action is a control action that allows you to repeatedly execute a collection of action until a defined condition is met. Moreover, it initiates a loop in which the activities within the loop are carried out, and the loop continues until the defined condition is met. This action accepts three parameters. That is, first parameter is choose a value. It is the actual value you want to compare. And the second parameter is the operator. It is the comparison type operator. It can be is equal to, contains, does not, contains, is not equal to, is greater than, or not greater than. So there are different types of operator. It is similar to the condition operator, which we have discussed in the condition action. Next, the third parameter is choose a value. It is the deciding value you want to compare with the actual value. Next, we will discuss about the change limit properties of the do until action. There are two parameters that can change the limit of do until action. First parameter is the count parameter. The loop iterates a specified number of times determined by the count parameter value. The default count is 60 and the maximum count will goes to 5000. The loop will continue executing until the loop condition is met or until it reaches the count limit. For example, the condition is provided and the count limit is 5. Even if the condition doesn't met, the count limit is 5, so it will loop through 5 times and it gets stopped. After count, we can set the timeout property. This property allows you to set a maximum duration for the loop, effectively establishing a limit on how long it should run if the loop condition is not met. The default value of this timeout is pt1h, that is represent to 1 hour, and p is the period at the front with subsequent element indicating the duration in terms of days, that is d, h for hours, and m for minutes. So the maximum duration or timeout value allowed is 30 days. So we can write p30d. With the timeout property in the configuration, the loop will terminate the execution if the loop condition is met, the specified count is reached, or the defined timeout duration reached. Now let's see an example of do until action in our Power Automate flow. So for this, we will navigate to the Power Automate. Here we will click on Create, then click on Instant Cloud Flow. Then we will select Manually Trigger a Flow and click on Create. Now we will switch to Classic Designer. So for example, I will initialize a counter variable. Search for var. So from here, select the initialize variable action and provide the var count as variable name and select the type as integer. Provide the value as 0. And next we will add do until action. So click on control connector and from here we can select do until action. The first parameter is the actual parameter, actual value. So we will select the var count. Until the var count is equal to 5, the flow will run. And here I will add increment variable action to increment the var count. So select the var count and we will increment by 1. Every time the loop will start, first it will check the var count is equal to 5. No, then it will come here and it will increment by 1. So 1 is equal to 5. No, then it will go to the 1 plus 1, 2. So it will check 2 is equal to 5. No, then it will increment simultaneously until it becomes 5. Once it 5 is equal to 5, then it will increment the 6 and 6 is equal to 5. No, then it will come out. Once the condition is met, it will come out from the loop. So now we will save this flow. Once the flow is saved, we will click on test button, then click on manually, then click on test button, then click on run flow, then click on done. Here you can see our flow runs successfully and it runs for 5 times. First time it is the value is increment by 1. So 1 is equal to 5. No. So in the second time also it increment the value to 2. 2 is equal to 5. No. Run till 5. 5 is equal to 5. It come out from the loop. Now let's see how we can use the change limit of the do until action. So for this we will click on edit. We will click on the change limit option. Here you can see there are two properties, that is count and timeout. By default property is 60 count and the timeout default property is 1 hour. So let's say I will run this flow for 5 count, like 5 times it will run. If the condition will met, then it is fine. If it is not, then also it will run for 5 times and it will terminate the loop. So let's provide 5, and here I will not provide the timeout. So I will remove the timeout, and now I will save this flow and click on test, then click on manually, then click on run flow, then click on done. As our flow also run 5 times, okay, I will show the output. So for this, I will add one compose action outside the do until loop. So we can see the output of the var count. Select the var count from the dynamic content and then now save the flow. We'll click on test. Now click on manually, then click on test button, run the flow, click on done. Here you can see our value is incremented to 5. As our flow runs 5 times and it increment with 5. Both the condition met this time. Now let's see how we can use timeout property. For this we don't need to provide any count. I will provide timeout. So timeout property we can provide 1 minute. So for this I will write T, capital T, and 1, capital M. And here I will increment the value to 15. When the var count value is equal to 15, then only the flow will satisfied, or the if the time get over, like 1 minute is over, then also the flow will terminate. Now save the flow. Click on test, then click on manually, then click on test button, then click on run flow, then click on done. So it runs for 15 times within 1 minute and we can see the output. Let's increase the value, let's say 100. Now we will save this flow and we will click on test button, then click on manually, then click on test and then click on run flow, then click on done. So here you can see the time is running, that is 8 seconds now. You can see in 24 seconds the do until loop is looped till 100 and we can see the output, it is 100. So this is how we can use do until action in Power Automate. Thank you so much. In the next session, we will see about the scope control action in Power Automate. That's all for today. Thank you so much.